My name is Chad Westra. I'm the head teaching professional, owner of Ultimate Golf and Academy. Today's system you're going to learn is part of the Ultimate Way. Today's golf tip is how to hit it 413 yards. We have with me Pete Hiller. To hit it 413 yards, it's a two-step process for Pete. It involved fixing his clubs he was using, getting them fitted in the proper driver, proper loft, proper shaft, and teaching him a part of the Ultimate Way in how to use the club face correctly for him to generate more club head speed. So we're going to ask Pete a few questions about the Ultimate Way, and then we're going to have him hit some shots that he can hit 413 yards, if not farther. And so we're going to interview Pete here in just 1 second. Go through your routine or whatever you normally do, and
okay.
Hit one. You cranked on one yet?
No.
Okay.
You want me to?
Yeah, go for it. So Pete, the first thing we need to ask is the club fitting part of it. How far were you hitting it before we did anything with your clubs?
I was sitting at about 350 to 375 would be my top end before.
And your ball flight, when you tried really swinging hard with an improper driver, what would happen?
The ball would just shoot straight up in the air, and I really didn't have any accuracy with my drives. It was kind of a hit and miss type of thing. So when I was swinging, I really didn't know where the ball was going, what was going to happen.
Okay, so what did we have to change? What head are you hitting with, and how many drivers do you have?
This one here is a SMT Nemesis. This is 6-degree loft. The shaft here is a Pro Force. It's 4X, tipped to a 5X, I believe. And we got that from Horsepower Golf. And I believe it is 48 inches.
Okay. And then what other drivers do you have in your bag?
I also have another SMT head Nemesis, which is a 4-degree on a 5X shaft also. And then I also have a 7.5 degree on a Warrior shaft.
Okay, so we went basically from a stiff flex to a 5X.
Yep.
Okay. And then what did we have to change for your technique? Because I know you had one half-hour golf lesson, and then I asked you, I said, Pete, you basically know how to swing, but you don't know how to hit.
Yes. When I first was swinging golf clubs, I was pretty much swinging all with my arms and not really using my club to its full potential. That half-hour lesson really got me to focus on how to use my club head so I can get more accuracy, more club head speed, and it's a whole lot different when you use the right technique and how far your ball will go, how accurate you can be. And I use that all through from my lob wedge all the way to my driver.
So what specifically did we show you to do differently with your technique?
What I was taught was to you approach your ball, and when you get ready to swing, instead of just do the first step, which is called one, and you just bring it right to here. It's all in your wrist right to here.
Okay, let me get a close-up of that. Okay.
And you want your club head face to be straight down, and that's your one.
Okay, let me. Okay.
And then I also was taught to come through with a 4. When you're coming down, and then you snap your wrist. So you got your club head coming through the ball, hitting the ball square as you come through the ball and bring it straight up like this. That's your 4.
But do you actually think square when you're doing 1 and 4?
No, when I'm swinging, I think I want to go from 1 to 4 as fast as I can. Also moving my wrist and trying to hit the ball and coming through with my 4.
So your focus isn't the ball, your focus is getting to 4.
Yes, that's my main focus. When I'm standing up ready to tee off, my main focus is to get from 1 to 4 as fast as I can.
So basically what Pete was taught was how to release the club, but you can't release the club unless your takeaway is correct. So we switched you from an arm takeaway to
Yes.
more hand-eye coordination, more toe up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're taking the club, show us again once, from 1, toe up. Let me just get a... Okay. I'll go to 4. So we didn't mess with your swing.
No. Nope.
It was your hitting technique.
Yes. You know, like Chad had said, he said, you know how to swing the club, you just don't know how to hit the ball.
Yep. And how does that help you with your accuracy now?
It helps with my accuracy quite a bit, because if I am late on my 4, my ball will go to the right. Or if I'm too much, on my club head is turned too far, I'll have a hook. So that way I can adjust on my 1 to 4 on how I want my ball to go.
A lot of people think that if you're too quick on 4, you'll hook it. Is it the fact you're too quick on 4, or is your technique wrong on 4?
That'll be your technique will be wrong on 4.
So show us what the wrong technique, which would be rolling it over.
Here's your 1, and then when you're coming over, you'll be like this as you're coming through, and your club face will be...
So roll the forearms over. So you don't roll the forearms over.
No. Nope.
So show us 1 again. 1 is more up with the wrists, and 4 is up with the wrists. It's not a rolling over of the forearms. So you can't be too quick on 4. You can just have wrong technique.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what tournaments have you competed in for long drive contests?
I competed in Grand Island, Nebraska, and I won that tournament with, I believe, a 386. I believe a week later we went to Marshfield, Wisconsin, and I won that with a 357 and about a 15 mile an hour, 20 mile an hour headwind. And then after that I qualified for the regionals in St. Louis, and there I made it to the finals with a drive of 390. And then I competed in Rockford, Illinois, and I had the longest ball of the day with 413 yards.
Was there any wind with that?
No, well, there was a little breeze, and it was at our back, but it was probably, I wouldn't say more than 10 miles an hour.
And have you hit farther drives than 413 before?
Yes, not recorded, but yes.
And they have to basically stay on a grid that is how wide?
40 yards wide.
Okay. We'll hit a few more drives.
Okay.
We'll see how you do here. So Pete's trying to qualify for the Remax long drive. Pete, the national champion for 2008, how far did he hit it?
412 yards.
Okay, so Pete can easily compete with the best in the world. And we're going to watch Pete swing once more.